Hello everyone, this is Clara with Clarity Unlimited, talking about clarity, you would hope, in the context of I don't know what I want, and a deeper conversation about that, and some tools for you. So we're going to talk about bravery and how bravery is a really important piece of actually knowing what it is that you want. So a few years ago, I'm going to tell you a personal story. I moved to Senegal. To me, I say I took a one-way flight to Senegal. Sounds more dramatic. And that was a decision to move to Africa that took me about 25 years or so to make. Ever since I was really young, I'd had a very strong draw to the African continent. I'd been going back and forth for a few years by then. And I wanted to go. I just wanted to go and see what would happen. It took me 25 years to get clear about that decision to actually go for a reason. For a reason. I was driving my friends bananas because anybody that knew me would have said, you just go to Africa. Just go, stay, do thing, find out. I'm like, no, but I'm so scared. And I would go for a couple of months, then I would come back. Go for a couple of months, come back. Go for 8 months, come back. And then finally, one day, I'm lying on my friend's couch in California and having a peaceful moment, and my intuition goes, it's now. It's time. And within 6 months, I had a goodbye party, and I said goodbye to everybody, and I went to Senegal. What's important about this story is it took me a long time to get clear about going to Senegal. Not because I didn't know that I wanted to be in Africa, not because I was unsure about what Africa was for me or to me, but because the decision to actually make the decision to go frightened the heck out of me. And sometimes there are these layers that stand between us. So it took me time to get ready for that. It took me time to prepare for that because I knew deep down, and this is an extreme example. I mean, many of us are not looking to move to another continent. But I knew deep down that if I were to get clear about something that I knew that I was clear about, it was going to mean this ripple effect of change in my life. And it took me a minute to get ready for that. It took me a long time to get ready for that, but I got ready for it. And then I went and did the thing. So sometimes when we're unclear, we've got these unconscious or conscious sort of 3-layer fears going on. And I'm going to completely oversimplify this. We might be afraid if I allow myself to be clear about what I want, can I then have it? If I go after it, and so I decide I want it and I go after it, will I be able to have it? Will it belong to me? If I get clear about that job that I want, can I have it? Or am I now just going to feel the pain of wanting and not having? That's the first one. The second one is, can I handle the changes that I'll have to make? So I knew if I wanted to move to Africa, that meant leaving my home, leaving my friends, leaving a place I'd lived for well over a decade. It meant a lot of changes. Changing my wardrobe, moving to a new climate. I mean, there was so many changes involved. Communicating that to my clients. Can I handle the changes that I'll make? And then the third one is, will I lose who matters most to me? Will I lose who matters most to me? And that was very frightening for me because I have really good friendships, really strong friendships, not only in the Bay Area, but in the US. And I felt I was really risking those. And they were my family, my chosen family. So these 3 places, we want to look inside ourselves. Sometimes we have to put down what's the job? Where's the job? How do I clarify all of that? Sometimes we have to put that down and go, is there anything going on in me? Am I afraid I might not be able to have what I want? What are the changes that if I want that, what are the changes I might have to make? Will I lose somebody that matters to me? Because anytime we really stand up for ourselves in life and go for something that we want, usually there's a changing of the guard. So internally there's an identity shift, but there's often some people that no longer fit in our lives. and many that stay, and sometimes there's space for new people, and these changes can be very significant. So this is where the second stage that butts up against clarity is bravery. And if you can inquire into that a little bit for yourself, I would love to hear, like, what surfaces for you? What do you notice? Are any of those things true? And especially if it's the first one, will I be able to have it? If I tell myself I want it, will I be able to have it? That can be especially scary if you've gone for it before in the past and lost it, or it didn't go the way you planned, or you have pain around that in some way. So we have to go under the surface when it comes to clarity. I would love to hear what resonates around this for you today.